Alright, what's up again? Sorry about earlier. Something was wrong with the stream. Um, like it wasn't working right on my end, and I had to do something anyway. But I'm back, and hopefully it goes better this time. So we'll give this one a minute to get going. Hello, what's up? Yeah, hey, Big Boys PV. Yeah, there's something wrong with the last stream. Um, it just wasn't working right on my end. But I think we're okay now. And I had to do a couple of things real quick anyway. I should have waited in the first place. Well, let's see if we can get this one going. Let's see if we can get a chat going in this one tonight. I know it's Friday and people are doing other things and we're barely into this, but we'll see how it goes. No, I need more bikes. I never have enough bikes to sell, and I'm just barely treading water, just barely keeping up and paying the bills. It's a vicious cycle. I don't really know what I'm gonna do actually, but I need enough of a nudge to be able to get ahead somehow, um, with it, get on the right side of it. But I don't know if it's ever gonna happen. I'm just kind of stuck where I am right now, and it's a frustrating situation to be in. So I hope it gets better, but it's like there's nothing more that I can do right now that I haven't already been doing. I got a PlayStation resetting right now. A PlayStation 3 doing a factory reset. It's been at it for like 7 hours already. It's got like 12 and a half hours to go. And I'm just like going through stuff like that. Like, hey, I can get $1.25 for that on eBay if I reset it. So I don't know. Like I'm pulling every last string, but we'll see how it turns out. I don't know. It's too early to throw in the towel. I am making money selling bikes. I just don't have enough. It's not like the scale isn't where it needs to be yet. But anyway. So I don't think this one's going much better. No, I bought it new a long time ago. Um, and it just wasn't getting used just for my son for when he would come to visit a long time ago. But I don't know. I'm just trying to raise money however I can, try to get on the right side of this. What's going on, Shane? I'm not going tonight. I can't. But maybe next week. We'll see. But yeah, if I'm gonna try and go for a ride in the morning if I can force myself to. Uh, well, I'm not trying to talk anyone else out of not going on the ride tonight. I'm just not gonna make it. I just Today is one of those feeling terrible on the inside days. I guess that comes with cancer and colitis. But I'm going to try and not feel like I'm dying in the morning because I'd really like to take a bike ride and enjoy some nice weather. And I can maybe do a vertical stream. I can put the phone mount. Hey, Amy. Hello. Thanks for being here, Amy. I can put the phone mount on the bike and do a vertical live stream and use both hands. I just need to start putting some miles on that new bike, the Cannondale, and get used to there's a Facebook message, but it says he wants it, but he's not here or something. Whatever, the old Cannondale, the one that's taken apart. That's not gonna help me eat or pay my bills. But whatever. I don't know. There's at least 10 people now have been like, man, that's really cool. I wish I could buy it, but I'm in Kansas. It's like, oh, well, that's great. I'll just sit here and keep starving to death. But yeah, tomorrow's another day. Who knows? Yeah, I was gonna try and do that tomorrow. Big Boys PV. Uh-oh, it's Rod. Rod should know better than to call during a live stream. So, yeah, I don't know. It's not like, for the phone, it's not a good viewing angle, I don't think, because the phone doesn't film like a GoPro. You can put a GoPro on a chest harness, but the phone, it doesn't film right. You're missing too much with the angle like that. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I gotta have money clear in the morning. I'm still waiting. You gotta have at least $10 in eBay to cash out now. And in a little while, I should have just a hair over $10, which means I can get like $8, which means I can eat tomorrow, which means I can take a bike ride if I don't feel like I'm dying in the morning. We'll see. I gotta start doing it though. I have to push it whether I feel like it or not. I gotta get out there and pedal, or else I'm never gonna be able to do that Santa Monica ride. So tomorrow it's supposed to be a real nice day if I can get an early enough start and I'm feeling up to it. I think there can be a decent ride. So you guys can come if you want to, but you gotta be in the phone mount. That's all the group text. I guess some are going on the ride tonight. I should go, but I can't. I just don't feel like I can do anything right now. And Rod wants to use one of my bikes, but that means I gotta stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning, and that's not happening. Yeah, I only have very valuable bikes that I need to sell right now so I can pay rent, and I can't wait for him to get back until 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Irving. I'm glad you're here anyway. Thanks for being here. I can't do that. It's too much liability if something happens to either one of them. I mean, either one of the bikes that I have for sale right now is enough to pay a week's rent. And I have to sell one of them before this time next week. If I were going, that'd be one thing, but I'm not, so. No, because if someone wants to buy it in the morning, then I miss an opportunity to sell a bike and eat and pay rent. I'm starving to death right now. If I don't get that eBay money in the morning, I'm not going to have food tomorrow. So I just can't take a single chance on anything right now. If I were going on the ride, maybe. But I'm not going on the ride because I can't afford to eat. When I'm out on the ride, and I'll be starving to death by the time we get down to the other end. So, hey, Paula, happy birthday. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderful day. But everybody, show Paula some love on her birthday, will ya? And thanks for being here with us on your special day. So, hope everybody's having a good Paula's birthday today, especially Paula. I actually logged in to Uber Eats today for a little while. I'm in downtown Las Vegas on the east side right now, so I should be getting hits here. I was logged in for almost an hour and a half, and I got one offer for like $2 and something. Food delivery is getting so bad around here. I don't know how or why anyone's still doing it, really. I'm still gonna try. I'd like to get out there because I want to do some pedaling. So I'm trying to have reasons to make food delivery videos. There's just got to be some deliveries. And I could really use the money too. I would have kicked a bike out the door and, taken a delivery or two today if anything decent had come through, if anything at all really had come through. What? Oh no, Amy. That's crazy that you got towed. And that you had to pay too. Like, were you paying for parking? Because I know at like Treasure Island and stuff now. Um, I've heard of people getting towed out of places like that, some of the free parking spots. But it's crazy though. I'm sorry to hear that, Amy. Yeah, I bet that would have been your first thought, thinking that it's stolen. Because you'd have every reason to believe that it'd still be in there, really. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. They're really getting out of hand with some of that stuff. Oh yeah, no, they'll definitely tow you out of there if if they don't see you going into Ross or whatever. Like I've seen them do that. People park and go across the street or something, and then tow truck comes and takes the car. But yeah, it's a little excessive. They really don't need to do that. Nah, I'm sorry to hear that, Amy. That does suck. Like just having an unexpected expense like that, and there's really no reason for it. Yeah, it is really just too excessive now. It's really out of hand on the strip. I only like walk there or take a bus or ride a bike or a scooter or something anymore because it's really crazy to. It's a lot of liability leaving your vehicle on the strip now. A lot of them are getting broken into, even in the parking garages with security cameras and security guards. And, cars are getting towed too. What's up through my eyes? Well, I mean, especially like I don't know if you have, I'm assuming you have Nevada tags. Like if you had a Nevada tag or something, you could have been doing something close by. They should have given it a certain amount of time or something at least, anyway. So I don't know. I'm with you on that one. I think it's ridiculous that they do what they do to people. But good to see you, JPL Rides. Sorry if I didn't say hello earlier. Oh wow. Well, glad to have you here, JPL Rides, and hope the e-bike build is going well. Yeah, it is borderline crime. I mean, you could have been going to a job interview on the property or something, and they don't know. You could have been going somewhere else for a second and then going right back to Ross or something. I don't think they're watching the whole time. They're just like, oh, this person parked and went away. Let's tow it. So I was over there riding scooters with Chris one time, and he almost parked there. I was like, dude, I've seen him tow vehicles out of here for no reason. And then we went over and parked at Circus Circus in the back, out in the open, where they'd never tow you unless your car's been there for like 2 weeks. I'm not surprised, really, that they towed people that were shopping at Ross. Now that you've said what you've said, I'll never park in that lot. If I drive and need to park there, I'll go somewhere else. Even if I want to go to Ross, I'll park at Circus Circus or something. Um, 'Cause yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm sure they do. I mean, they're all in cahoots. Yeah, well, thank you, Amy. And anybody, if you're parking or thinking about parking at the Ross, uh, near Las Vegas Boulevard and Convention Center, just don't. It's a really bad idea. And they need to just settle down with all the towing people's cars stuff around here. I see it a lot downtown too. Yeah, Friday night is crazy. That's kind of why I just want to stay in today. It's been a weird day all around, and nothing has really gone according to plan today. And I don't want to be out at night when everything's haywire and everything's already been going wrong all day. It just isn't worth the risk, and I kind of feel pretty terrible right now anyway. I hope I feel better in the morning. I really have to get out there and start pedaling hard every day, or at least as much as I can. I have to be ready in a couple of months to take a very long bike ride, whether I feel like it or not. If I had to start the ride the way I feel right now, I would probably die, but hopefully I feel better by then. We shall see. No, don't worry about it, Amy. You got bigger fish to fry. You got your car towed today, which is ridiculous. And it's terribly expensive, I know, and it's never a good time for it. But no, don't feel like you got to do anything for me. Just having you here is good, and I'm sorry that you had a rough day. Or with regards to the tow situation. Let's see. Yeah, e-vehicles were making me lazy too. I hadn't pedaled in years, actually, though. JPL rides myself. Um, and I felt like I was getting too lazy. Seriously. And I've started pedaling the e-bikes a little bit, and it's like, wow, I just really need to. Like, even this is still not enough. I don't know. Like, I have nothing against e-bikes. I will have e-bikes again for sure. Um, but for the time being, I'm really benefiting a lot. Usually, I mean, I still have my bad days. Like today, I just feel really run down and I really can't do much of anything. Um, but I'm having a lot less days like this since I started riding bikes again. It's really good for you. Makes me feel really good, and I know you can relate. JPL rides, being a bike guy and an e-bike guy. But I'm trying to spend more time pedaling, and God willing, in the morning, if I can make that $8 or whatever hit my bank account, and I feel like I can even get on the bike and pedal a little bit, like we're going for a ride, and that's all there is to it. I'm probably gonna regret missing the chaos ride tonight, and I feel bad for Rod. I didn't know I wish he would have said something earlier, but I guess Chris backed out on him or something. Is that the story, Shane? I don't know. I haven't read the chats. Are you still here, Shane? The text. I haven't read the text. I just get the notifications and see them popping up. So yeah, I mean the only way I could let Rod use a bike tonight is if I went to, and I just can't. tonight. That's true, JPL rides. There will always be more rides. There are rides 6 days a week, as far as I know. I'm going solo tomorrow unless anybody wants to come with me. Sometime in the morning, before it gets too hot, it's gonna get, well, I shouldn't say too hot. It's gonna get up to like 75 tomorrow, which is gonna feel hot in the middle of the day in the sun when I'm pedaling. So I wanna do it early-ish. So if anybody wants to go exploring on the west side with me, hit me up. I was just like in between streams. The first one that didn't seem to be working right, and the one I started now, I was looking at, it's 9.5 miles. Whoops. Sorry, something went wrong there. I thought I'd cut the stream. It's 9.5 miles from where I'm sitting right now to the Suncoast Hotel and Casino on the west side of town. And you take Alta the whole way. Bonneville, which is a couple of blocks from here, like 3 or 4 blocks, 5 blocks from where I'm sitting right now, turns into Alta, and Alta goes all the way to the Suncoast. And if you go that way on a bicycle, it's 9.5 miles. So I think I want to go at least that far. I haven't been that way in a while. And it's a bit of uphill, gradual uphill on the way. Especially if I go past the Suncoast at all, which we did on the Leopard Pro actually a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm not looking forward to summertime at all, but compared to, I mean, it's been wintertime. We've been used to riding at nighttime when it's cold, Shane. So 75 degrees with the sun beating down on you feels pretty hot, especially if you're pedaling. So I know we're going to have to get used to much hotter weather than that really soon. But I don't know. I'm not ready. This would be a good chance to get out there, though. Get some exercise. I can wear shorts and a t-shirt by 9 o'clock in the morning. Probably earlier than that. Then just go out and pedal for a while, get some sun, some fresh air, and just work on racking up the miles. Every day I got to go out and rack up some miles. That was an ominous notification. Let's see here. Amy? Dang it, Amy, why the hell did you send me money? You can't send me money. Right now you got your own situation. I mean, thank you, but why'd you do that? Amy, we should be taking up a collection for you after what happened. That's very kind and generous. You really don't need to do that, though. Amy? But... Well, I'd say you're earning a bunch here, Amy. Good karma. It's very kind of you. Very, very much appreciated. I'll feel a little more confident going out in the morning now. My biggest fear, like, I have an extra inner tube that I can carry and some tools and stuff so I can, like, fix the bike if I have to. I'm not really worried about getting stuck somewhere or anything, but I'm worried about getting all the way over to the other side of the town, the other side of town, and like getting really hungry and then not being able to get anything to eat or something. But it's like, you really didn't need to do that, Amy, but thank you very much. Uh, Well, I'm sorry that you had to deal with what you had to deal with the, the getting your vehicle towed, which is stupid and it is criminal. And it's all a racket. They're just squeezing as much money as they can out of us, and it sucks. Somebody needs to step in, city, county people maybe, and be like, "Hey, you got to quit. You got to quit taking advantage of the good citizens of the Las Vegas Valley like this because we're all stretched pretty thin around here, I would say." And it's just a mean thing to do, towing somebody's car. Yeah, well, I hope you were blessed with good fortune, Amy, because you certainly deserve it. And I'm sorry that you had to deal with that. Getting your car out of impound and paying fees and fines and whatever, and just, God, I hate that. I see them around downtown all the time. Anytime I'm walking or riding around here, I see the tow trucks, and they're just looking. They're just looking for anybody that they can pull for any reason, and just getting that money, dropping it off, going and getting another one. Yeah, yeah. It's just Ross is working with the tow truck company, and Ross gets a kickback or something every time a car gets towed. Probably. Um, it's a racket. It's messed up. It's just mean. Uh, yeah, screw them. Ross and the tow truck company and the people that are allowing this to happen to the good hardworking people of Las Vegas. It's mean. Yeah. I mean, there are enough things going wrong in the world right now. We don't need, greedy businesses and tow truck drivers. And I doubt it's really the tow truck driver's fault. They're just doing their job. But the company, uh, there are just a lot of things wrong with the way things go lately. That's a lot of the reason I don't miss driving, though, is even when I was on a motorcycle or a scooter, I would still always be, worried about leaving at places on the strip or downtown, especially. Yeah, I suppose so, Amy. I wonder, like, that's a terrible job to have, like, ratting people out and to the tow truck driver or whatever. That's a sleazy job. But hopefully it never happens again. I mean, I've been lucky a few times, I guess, and I've parked in places where they have suggested I could get towed, and it hasn't happened, but I guess, it certainly could have. No, you're good, Amy. And thank you very much for the PayPal. Most appreciated. Ah, sorry. is itching. It's allergy season. It started in Las Vegas already, and I'm not happy about it. There's too much gray area here on this one. If you saw the area, I know exactly this parking lot. And it's, when someone gets towed, it's predatory, pretty much. Now there are instances where, people should have known better, but this is different. If you saw this, you'd be like, yeah, it's pretty ridiculous that anyone would get towed out of here. And how are they going to know who's where anyway? Anyway, Shane, are you here still? Shane, if you're here, will you tell Rod that I'm not going tonight? I can't text people back and forth or it'll interrupt the stream for some reason. So Rod keeps hassling me. I mean, he should know I'm doing a live stream right now. And I can't respond to him. I feel bad for Rod if he thought he was going to ride tonight and then Chris couldn't make it for whatever reason. But I'd have to be up until 2 o'clock in the morning, and I already kind of feel like I'm going to die right now. So, I just, like... Thank you, Shane. And yeah, it is too much to get your car out of impound if it's only been there for a little while. That's, it's just predatory and excessive. It's a racket that they're running here in Las Vegas. Now, I mean, agreed, if you're clearly, aware that you're parking somewhere where you might get towed and you do it anyway, that's one thing. But this parking lot, it's really, you would never expect to get towed, and how are they going to know? And it's just, yeah, it's too much of a... thank you, Shane, for doing the Lord's work. Take care of business. Yeah, no, I've heard people say that before, Amy, and I know you mentioned it earlier. It's like, if it's Ross parking only and you go in and shop at Ross, why would your car still get towed? But sometimes they do, and those people still have to pay the $280 or whatever. And it's ridiculous, and nobody, like, there should be protections against stuff like that. That's just abusive. So I hope it never happens to anyone else, but I'm sure it happens like 10, 15 times a day to, a lot of unsuspecting victims. That's something to be said for Uber rides right there. I mean, even if I had a car right now, and I wanted to go down to the strip, I'd probably just take an Uber or the bus anyway, because you're likely gonna have to pay for parking somewhere, or risk potentially being towed or having your car messed with or broken into, or you know. So I don't know. I'd rather, like, even if I do start driving again, I'll probably take Uber or bus rides to the strip. No, I feel your pain, Amy. Definitely. And I agree with you. And I know the situation. I know that parking lot. I know that it's ridiculous that anyone would ever get towed out of there. I hope you have some leg medicine or something, Amy. I wish I had some. I wish I had some to share with you right now. I think we could it's been like a tense day all around. Everybody that I know is on edge for some reason or another. Hey, Carrie, what's going on, buddy? Okay. Yeah, maybe go extra heavy on the leg medicine tonight, Amy. Oh, nice. But I don't know. I felt like a weird vibe all day today, so I'm not surprised that. I'm sorry that you got towed today, Amy. But I'm not surprised that that happened on a day like today. I don't know. It's just like something weird in the air today. Um, but hopefully tomorrow is better. It's supposed to be a beautiful day tomorrow. I want to get out there and enjoy it. I really do. Whether I feel like it or not, I'm going to go out and do some pedaling, and you guys can hang out in the phone mount with me. We'll go exploring together. It'll be fun. It's it's the nature of our being, Amy. Life is a series of moments of imperfection, but I don't know. It still sucks. Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. That's awesome. You suppose it's some kind of planetary alignment thing as to why everything's screwed up right now, or seems to be? Wow. I used to love checking out stuff like that. I guess most of you guys have probably heard by now that we might get hit by an asteroid in 2032. I've known about that for 20 some odd years since I worked at the Kennedy Space Center. That's not the only one that's coming at us. That's the smaller one, and it's funny that they'll tell us about that like they're softening us up. The other one that's out there that's more likely to hit us is going to be the end of everything. Let's hope let's hope that one goes flying by without hitting anything on the way. Yeah, I worked at the Kennedy Space Center. My son, his mother's whole side of the family, they're all NASA engineers. And where I used to live in Florida, you either made boats or rockets. The little one, the little one's like a 3% chance, the bigger one's like a 17% chance. Uh, Before I went too heavy on the leg medicine and other things, people used to accuse me of being smart sometimes. And I don't know, some engineers in the family, like my dad, uh, does a lot of that kind of stuff and whatever. I didn't like working at the Kennedy Space Center at all, but it's a cool place. Yeah, that's a good idea, Carrie. And I hope they'll tell us, like, I hope they'll give us a heads up, be like, yeah, it's pretty much certainly gonna hit us. So go out there and do whatever the hell you want for the next 11 days or whatever, you know. But asteroids have hit Earth before and have wiped out everything except bacteria and cockroaches and alligators. Um, but you know, who knows? I mean, we could get hit by something tomorrow, or we could be safe for thousands of years. So anyway, but we should all be living our lives more like there's an asteroid coming. I think. Fly by the seat of your pants. We're all too caught up in our routines, it seems like lately, am I right? And we really got to get out there and just, shake it up. So, huh. Oh, no. Yeah, I guess so. Thank you, Carrie, for posting the light link to anybody who's interested in the light. We're getting so much good use out of this laser thing. It's really holding up too. It's running off of battery power right now, and I can't tell you how many hundreds of hours we've probably had this thing running now. I use it a lot sometimes, even when I'm not live streaming. So, but thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that. Posting the link. Anybody who wants to get one, they are a pretty good deal. It's 20 some odd dollars depending on the current situation on Amazon, and worth every penny, I would say. I gotta check this. Let me put you guys down for just a second. I'm pretty sure this guy that sent me a Facebook notification is not somewhere where he can come and get the bike. And I know it's a cool bike, and that's why I bought it. I don't know. Let me see what this guy said real quick. I'll be right back with you guys. Hold on just a minute. The guy's in LA and he wants me to ship it. It'll cost probably $100 to pack it and ship it. Yep. Good to see you though, Inspecting Gadgets. Thanks for being here. But yeah, a guy in Los Angeles wants to buy my Cannondale, that one, upside down. But he wants me to ship it to him. He'd have to pay me ahead of time, and he'd have to pay a lot extra for shipping. Wow. Yeah, shipping is a hassle. I am going to start shipping bikes because I still want to keep flipping them like year round. But in the summertime here, a lot less people are going to be buying them locally, but I can buy tons of them. In the summertime when it's 110 plus degrees outside, surges of bikes are going to hit the market for pennies on the dollar. But not a lot of people around here are going to be buying them. But everyone else, like everywhere else in the country in the summertime, is riding their bikes and looking for bikes and stuff. So if I can get cool, interesting bikes in the off season here for really super cheap, then it would make sense to break them down, pack them up, put them in a box. But I'll do that through eBay or something, so it's a safe thing for everybody and they know how much they're paying for shipping and everything like that. As far as like Facebook and OfferUp and stuff, I got the bikes on Facebook and OfferUp, and you know, for that you got to come get it. Yeah, for sure. But it'd be great, like knowing my luck, as soon as I get like halfway to Summerlin or whatever tomorrow, somebody's gonna want to come look at a bike, and I'll just tell them and just be like, hey, I'll be back in the afternoon and I'll be around for the rest of the day. I missed the Sunday ride, the Sunday morning ride, because I was selling that Haro to the guy who just flew in, uh, got off a plane, got in an Uber, and came right here and picked up my bike. But tomorrow, if I feel like I can even stand and walk, in the morning, we're going for a bike ride. I feel really just kind of. It's ups and downs, guys, peaks and valleys, but right now, today, it's just one of those really not good days with the health circumstances. The ribs have been a little bit better since Wednesday night, knock on wood. I did a lot of pedaling, a lot of bike riding on Wednesday, and I think it kind of forced me to stretch my torso out a little more, and everything maybe went into place a little better. And again, knock on wood, last couple of nights I've been able to sleep a little more comfortably. I still feel it a little bit, but it's definitely not as bad. So, well, I appreciate you asking, Carrie. And is that something about leg medicine? Shane, sorry, it's hard for me to read the emojis, the little ones on the screen. Shane, you want to go for a bike ride with me in the morning? It's going to be a real nice day. I should ask Rod to let him borrow a bike. I don't know, like mid morning ish. Maybe head west a little bit. Enjoy the nice weather. Not before 9:30 or 10 o'clock at least, I would think. I got a couple of things to do in the morning, first thing. I know you would, Carrie, and I hope you can make it back to Vegas soon. Maybe I can come see you here in a little while. Come to your neck of the woods. I'd love to go ride over in your neighborhood. I should be there. Well, close, fairly close in a couple of months, but I want to explore the whole area on two wheels. I haven't been around the greater Los Angeles area and Long Beach and Orange County and stuff in a while. Well, looking forward to that for sure, Carrie. All right, Shane. Well, it'd be good to have a wingman. And I'll hit Rod up in the morning too. Be like, hey, sorry if you missed the Chaos ride, but if you want to come get the, he can ride the Scott, I guess. I'll ride the Cannondale, and we can all go heading west. But I have to get out there and pedal whether I feel like it or not. Today was kind of my off day. I was in bed half of the day, just not feeling good inside. And it usually doesn't last for very long. I should feel better enough tomorrow that I can get out there. But we got like one more 75-degree day, and then it's going to cool off for a while. It's going to be wintertime again for a few days. Not really, but like much cooler than this. 75 degrees. So I don't want to miss another 75-degree day. That we don't get enough of them. So I hope you make it out there. I hope you're awake in time and can make it out with me, Shane. You'll be glad you did. I would have loved to have done the Chaos ride tonight, and it's going to be a really nice night for it too. But I gotta sleep tonight and try and feel better tomorrow. I'm usually doing alright in the mornings. If we head out in the morning, it'd be alright. I think either way, even if I'm feeling bad, we're still going. And it'd be great to have you along, Shane, if you're up for it and awake. And all of you guys too. There's a front suspension on the Cannondale bike. It's got the head shock, the headset suspension. So maybe it'd be a little better with the phone and the phone mount, a little less shaky, and it'd be daytime too, so it won't be trying to focus as hard probably as it does like when I had you in the phone mount for the vertical streams for the bike rides, the Wednesday ride. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It'll be a chance to test it out, but I need to go out and do more like these training rides and stuff. And if it works out to where the vertical streams go okay, then you guys can come too if you want. So, fingers crossed for, you know, everything going right tomorrow. I'm trying. I only had, I had a donut. I did get another donut today. Made up for the donut I lost yesterday. And I've had like a donut and other snacks today, and that's it, really. I don't know, there's something I can eat. There's like a dinner item that I have left. I can't remember what it is, but I might have to do that after this, or I might wait and do that in the morning. I think it's another fettuccine alfredo thing, one of those pastas in the bag, and you just heat it up on the stove, and that'd be a good thing to have right before a long bike ride. In the morning, maybe to be breakfast pasta. Oh man, that sounds freaking amazing, Shane. Sounds like real food to me. I remember when I used to eat real food. Good times. No, good for you. Good. Sounds like a good, healthy dinner, Shane. Very sensible. Fast food's getting really cheap again. Have you noticed? Like everybody's got specials now. I was tempted to go to Jack in the Box actually because they have a bunch of different $5 combos now, and I can usually come up with $5. I mean, it costs $5 to get a meal at the grocery store, you know? So I'd like to see more of that if, prices will come down a little bit. It's not great to go eat fast food, really, but like, hey, cheap food is cheap food. I'll eat it. But yeah, Shane's on the right track with dinner choices, it seems like. Definitely. I'm trying to think of cheap places to eat over on the west side of town. I know there's a Raising Cane's on Charleston where I used to sometimes go on the way back from like Red Rock or something. Um, I just like I haven't really been outside of downtown in a while, except for like going to the wetlands and stuff. Lake Las Vegas that time. Most of the rest of my time is spent like right around here. Oh wow. I need to start going to Winco. I was talking to somebody about that the other day. I used to go when I lived. There's one in Henderson, and when I lived in Anthem, I'd go there sometimes. But yeah, I mean, Winco's the place to shop if you want like good deals on good food. I gotta go to Smith's though, because it's like a mile and a half away, or like 2 miles away, and I can ride a bike there, and you know, I don't know. Yeah, I used to go to that one. And Carrie, what it is, it's an employee-owned grocery chain, and prices are reasonable, and the shelves are always stocked. Um, and I don't know, it's just like it's a better way to shop, I would say, but there's only a couple of them here in Vegas that I know of. Oh, it's a road here. It's the cross street, Cary. Yeah, I don't think Wigwam is still in business either, but we have a road called that here. And the Winco that Shane went to is in Henderson. That's the one I used to go to. It is kind of like a smaller Costco where you get like regular sized. Well, you can get like bigger packages of meat and stuff, but you can get like other regular sized food, but for like better prices. Yeah, I used to shop at Ralph's a lot back in the day, but they are pretty expensive. And Smith's, but the Kroger brand stores are a lot pricier than they used to be. I still find decent deals at Smith's, but you gotta look. You can't just go pull anything off the shelf. You gotta kind of watch for the deals, or at least I do anyway. But I'd love to go to Winco with a couple $100 one day and just come back with a whole bunch of stuff. Huh. Oh, wow, that's cool. Amy, my brother used to shop at a lot of those places. Yeah, plenty of Armenian food in the greater Los Angeles area, that's for sure. Um, just, I don't know, lots of good things to eat. There's still some of that here too. You got to look for it a little more, but it's around. How's the scooter schedule? It could be a while. We'll have to see. I haven't forgotten about it, but it's not a great time to go and get one. I'm pretty sure they shut down for good, Carrie. I don't think they're coming back. I was gonna do that. I was gonna take over for them, but I guess they just opted to close it down instead. Like they just didn't want to be tied to the liability. They both have there are other things that they do. So I guess they had had enough. And it would have been a rough summer for them anyway. It was so hot this summer, they probably wouldn't have lasted through it anyway. I'm not doing it tonight, Dustin. I'm just not feeling great today. I gotta skip it, and it's a shame because it's a really nice night for it. But my body just doesn't want to do it. But we're gonna go take a ride in the morning, whether I feel like it or not, because it's gonna be a beautiful day tomorrow, and we gotta do it anyway. Let me see. Let me check notifications again, make sure I'm not missing anything here. That guy. Why doesn't somebody who lives here want to buy my stuff? Man, that's cool. I really want to buy it, but I live in LA. Oh, that's great. Soon, one day, I'm going to have an option. I'll be like, hey, I'll send you an eBay listing. You can buy it on eBay, and it'll be there in like 5 days or however long it takes to ship a bike. It's going to take me a day or two to box it up and, take it to the UPS store or something. So in the future, I even looked at boxes to ship bikes in today, and they're expensive. But I can soon, one day, offer shipping. Yeah. Well, I get a lot of those. You get a million people that ask you if something's still available, and then it never goes beyond that. They just want to know. And then other people say, oh, yeah, it's cool. I really want that. Can I come and get it? And then they don't show up. And, you never know what you're going to get selling things to people. But, like, I'm going to put more emphasis, I guess, on selling, like, rare and interesting bikes on eBay so I can reach a wider audience and make them available to anyone. Well, in the probably lower 48 states anyway. Um, cast a wider net, basically. But, like that Le Mans Zurich that I sold for $350, which is insane, and I should have never gone that low on it. I could have sold for twice as much on eBay, at least, even in a down market. So I got to do more of that, really. I got to really put those wheels in motion, so to speak. I might try it again, but they want you to provide a phone number on Craigslist so everybody will have your phone number and they start, calling or texting at all hours of the day and night. Um, Whereas, Facebook and OfferUp, it's just notifications. My phone's not going to ring. I just get a soft ding. So, I don't know. There's a guy that seems to do pretty well on Craigslist, actually. I go look for bikes on Craigslist sometimes. I really need to buy another bike or two. Yeah. Yeah, Shane, it's a hassle. I mean, I want to get, I guess, maybe like a burner phone or something and do Craigslist too, because people do still shop and buy on Craigslist quite a bit, but it's not quite as sophisticated and streamlined as Marketplace and OfferUp. But I should check Craigslist again and see what kind of good bikes there are on there. Let's do that right now. Hold on a second, guys. I was watching some favorites. Oh, wow. 4 postings have expired and were removed. I've been wanting to go buy these 2 bikes, old Peugeots. This guy's been trying to sell them forever. Now he wants $50 each for them. Old Peugeots in excellent condition, but he's over an Anthem. I could give him $75 for both of those bikes, and he's had them for sale for months. And that one would totally fit me. And they're worth way more than that. Look, there's a woman's one. It's a matching like men's and women's early 80s Peugeots. And the ad was originally $75 each, but now it says $50. These are the only bikes that are still available in my favorites list on Craigslist. Wow, why has someone not gone and bought those bikes? That's such an incredibly good deal. I don't know. Certain things about life will just never make any sense to me. I bet I could seriously go buy both of those bikes for $75. It's like, here, let me just give you $75 and let's call it a day. He'd probably be like, all right. Anybody wants a crazy good deal on some Peugeots, let me know. I'll send you the link or something. I would have thought so at first, Carrie, until I tried selling a couple of e-bikes and then tried selling regular bikes. The regular bikes are still way more popular. Um, e-bikes are certainly very popular and a lot of people ride them, but it seems like most e-bike riders that I know around here, at least half of them also have regular bikes. And a lot of people I know around here that got back into riding with e-bikes and scooters are riding regular bicycles again. So I don't know. I think in the case of these Peugeots, Carrie, like they're way out of the way. They're over in Anthem, like in the retirement area, like Sun City, Anthem. So like kind of way, it'd be a long ride back on one or either of those bikes. Um, and I don't know. I don't think they're properly represented. But man, wow, why hasn't somebody gone and bought those bikes? I'd go get the red one if I had. You know what? I might have $50 later in the week too. The bus doesn't even go back that far. The bus stops like 3 or 4 miles before where those people live. So you can't even take the bus back there. But I could, ride to the bus like Horizon Ridge and or Sunridge Heights Parkway and Eastern Avenue, and then take the bus, the Eastern bus, all the way back to Fremont Street, which is like just a few blocks from where I'm sitting right now. So I could take a bus some of the way. I might go get that the men's bike. Let's look at that again. Hold on. Let's see. That right there, that's pretty awesome. That's a large frame bike, large frame early 80s Peugeot road bike. I really should buy that. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how the next couple of days go. I gotta sell the stuff that I've got. Hey, Raul, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Anthem is like Anthem is not a bus neighborhood at all. Everybody that lives in Anthem drives, and they don't really want like bus people out that way so much, But yeah, it is weird kind of that the bus stops at Sunridge Heights and Eastern in Anthem and doesn't go all the way back into Anthem or Anthem Highlands or any of that. But I mean, if you saw the neighborhood, yeah, it's like, you know, Bentleys and Range Rovers and stuff. But glad you're here, Raul. Hope everything's going well for you. I could ride that Peugeot back from Anthem as long as the tires hold air and the chain stays on. That would be a fun mission. We might have to do that. I almost bought that bike like 3 months ago. Seriously, and it's still available, I guess. That's got me thinking. That's got the brain juices flowing. What can I do? Well, I got two complete bikes and one half a bike for sale right now. The PlayStation would be like done with the factory reset tomorrow. It takes like 20 hours. And then I can sell that too. I got this Ninja blender thing that I'm not going to use. It was like $250. It was one of the last nice things I bought when I was still kind of half-ass rich, but on my way out. And it's just collecting dust now. And I would be able to sell that for $100. I don't know. I could go get both of those Peugeots. I don't know. Lots to think about. We'll see how the next couple of days go. But if you guys are available in the morning, I'm not sure exactly what time yet. Maybe we can drag Shane along. Maybe we get Rod coming too. I'm going for a bike ride tomorrow. I have to in the morning. Gotta do some training. Gotta get ready because the Santa Monica ride, should I be able to work it out, is coming up quickly, and I gotta be ready. At least get the conditioning part out of the way. So tomorrow morning there's going to be a ride. Not sure exactly when. Notifications are key. Here, guys, maybe we drag Shane and Rod and who knows who else by then. Or it could be just me. I don't know. But I expect it'll be a good time, and you guys can ride in the phone mount. It'll have to be vertical, I guess, but I need both hands, and I need to just pedal at a good pace, and I'll try to kind of keep up with the stream a little bit, but I gotta stick to business too. But we'll go over I don't know. I wanted to go west the other day. Yeah, well, you're not going to want to miss this one, Shane. Seriously. So if you are up, and I would encourage you to be, it's going to be a really good one. We'll go see some interesting things. We'll go places we don't normally go. So, but for now, I guess it's only 8 o'clock. Wow, early. I don't know. I'm going to turn in early. I'm going to get up early. I'm going to go on all about my morning business, and sometime mid-morning-ish, I plan to embark on a bicycle journey, and I hope you guys will join if you're available. I hope Shane makes it. I'll hit up Rod in the morning too and be like, hey, sorry we didn't do the chaos ride, but if you want to come grab a bike, we're going. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me for a while. Amy, thanks again for the PayPal. You really didn't need to send me anything though, considering the day you're having. But thanks again anyway, Amy. And just everybody for everything. Happy birthday, Paula. Don't forget it's Paula's birthday. And yeah, I hope everybody has a really good weekend. Hope I see you tomorrow. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves. And see you again real soon.